Hey guys, Jay! Welcome back to the channel. And of course, I'm here with my good friend, Mike of Eternity Royalty. What's going on, Mike?
What's going on, guys? I'm good.
Oh,
What's going
man.
on?
Friday. It is the start of the weekend, Mikey. Oh my God, how's it been for you? Has the weekend been has the week been like a slog? What's been going on with
Oh, it's been very busy. So unlike the rest of the country, San Diego is having a heat wave. It was like in the 80s today. It was summertime February here. I was sweating. It was crazy, man.
in the most loving way possible? Go F yourself, okay? Like seriously, it today was the first plus day we had in Canada, okay? So go F yourself. No, I'm just kidding. God,
I know.
I wish I was with you. Oh my God, I wish I was with you.
It's like the weather's nice here, but California's got its problems, that's for sure. I can't say it's perfect.
Oh my gosh. You know what? I have heard a whole bunch of things, but I heard in certain parts it snowed there too. I don't understand what's going on in California. You guys are going through
it's really
some
crazy
wacky weather, just like the rest of us.
Northern California is getting some crazy weather. It's like I don't know, maybe what are the atmospheric rivers or whatever, the way they go.
There you go. Meteorologists, we ain't. I'm telling you right now. Right. It's just that we stick to toys, man. We stick to toys, right? Master Universe and cartoons and toys. That's what we should stick to. You know what I mean? Speaking of which, we have some amazing guests this evening. Oh my God, like truly, and I don't think I'm exaggerating this. I don't think these incredible creators are some of the best who have really, in a lot of ways, shaped some of the cartoons that we all know and love, beloved series and beloved creations, from comic books to cartoons to movies. It's pretty amazing. The talent pool that has been gathered here, and they are truly the makers of our age. I mean, seriously, it is pretty crazy. But before we get to that, a lot of things have been happening in the Master Universe, Mike, and it just never seems to stop. Remember, I don't know if you recall, because I won't stop talking about the damn thing. What did I say about 2026, Mike? Ever since
2026, I've been saying it too. It's the year of MOTU.
It is the year of Masters of the freaking Universe. Both of us have been saying this, and it just continues to it just doesn't want to stop. It just doesn't want to stop, and. I think you had a great phrase the other day about leaks. What did you say about the leaks?
Oh, I said it's like a running faucet. There's so many leaks right now.
They just won't stop. It just won't stop. Our good friends over at He-Mani.com, as well as our good friends over at ToyHabits.com, they just showcase so many different leaks. And actually, Toy Habits talk all about the Chronicles, right? They actually had the term Chronicles from 2025, May of 2025. So it's crazy how many leaks, but that's nearly a year. Like, it's coming up to that. Already a year in advance, leaks were coming out for Scareglow. Couple of things I wanted to ask you about that. What are your thoughts? Because I was a toy fair and I saw the Chronicles in person, and it seemed to me that they were 6-inch scale figures. But this Scareglow, he looks almost like he's 7.5 inches. You know what I mean? He looks like a Masterverse figure. What are your initial thoughts on this? I mean, seriously, when you saw those leaked pictures,
our good friend Cobweb Collector, definitely check him out on YouTube. He made a great comment when you had, I think you went live or you had a video out, and he had a comment on there saying that there was speculation for a new Eternia Masterverse Scareglow, and that it's possible that maybe they just reformatted that to be Chronicles Scareglow, and he's just at a bigger scale than the rest. That would be my only guess, because I mean, we've seen photos where he's next to the Revolution Scareglow, and he's as big, if not bigger, than a Masterverse figure.
Yeah, it's weird. Now he is standing in front. They were positioned.
Yeah, there is a little bit of trickery with the photo there, but overall, I mean, you'd think of a 1-inch difference. You would see.
Yeah, for sure. So it's fascinating, And but the real question looms: why Scareglow? Of all the figures to have ready to go,
And
right?
here's
As inaugural an inaugural figure, why
yeah.
Scareglow?
Did
And
you
then
see pictures from today? There
I
was some
saw,
pictures of in hand today, and
yeah,
it was really disappointing because again, it's just the head that glows, just
yeah,
like
yeah,
Masterverse.
yeah. I think Battleground Blog got a hold of one.
Oh, did he? Okay.
I think so. I think someone actually sent one to Battleground Blog, which was awesome.
Yeah.
But that is disappointing. But that's actually very similar to, actually no, the SDC version actually did have glowing paint on the skeleton itself as well. So
Okay.
yeah,
I don't
that
one
would
of the
be
few I don't
supremely
have.
disappointing. That would be supremely disappointing if that was the case.
That's the thing. It's
That's
like
unfortunate.
if they're gonna do it, go all in. I was pushing. I have our friend Tom. I agree with him. He was like, they should have just made it translucent with the black bones, like
A
Origins
lot
and
of
the
people are
vintage.
saying that.
And I
Yeah.
was like, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying the same thing. But the question still looms: why Scareglow, the inaugural edition? And here's what's really weird. When that figure started making the rounds, literally a day or two later, Manuel Eduardo Caritas, Roy Juarez, actually posted the artwork as well as
Yeah.
the turntable turns on it.
I
It was
think
almost like,
because a lot of people were claiming, oh, it's AI and this and that. And I think he wanted to put that to bed and just say, no,
yeah, but you know what?
it's real.
That in and of itself, it's kind of like you should just let people keep guessing, right? Because
Yeah.
just in my opinion, right? I don't know, because the revealed event is only in 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
So why not just let it happen during the revealed event? I don't know. It's just a weird set of circumstances.
Yeah.
And then alongside that, what people are calling disco. Well, actually, you put the term out there, disco Skeletor, but a lot of people are calling golden Skeletor, right?
Yes. The Revenge of Skeletor.
Yeah, the Revenge of Skeletor. And this one is just because there's been no indication from Mattel at all about this. There's just so many questions on this. What the heck is this? What relationship does it have to Alcala? Because Axel Jimenez, it appears that Axel Jimenez has actually been the one
that was
to
straight
recreate.
straight off of Alcala's mini comic right there, right?
Yeah, I mean the whole 9 yards. You have Beastman in the background in shadow, holding on to Tila.
Yeah.
You can see him clearly, right? You see, Skeletor, going full like I'm here, that kind of thing. So yeah, it's crazy. What does it mean? Is it an anniversary edition? Is it some sort of? It's just so strange, right? But it also brings up even more questions because both Scareglow and this new Skeletor fly in the face of what many of us were hearing at Toy Fair, where they were saying, no, everything else is on pause. Doesn't look like anything's on pause now. It looks like it just keeps
There's
coming.
new stuff coming off the, it's just taking some little, what is it? I'm thinking of like the Marvel universe, right? The little side timeline branches.
Side quests. They're having
just
side
going
quests
every
now.
other way.
They're like, okay, we're just gonna do our own thing. Whenever it's the multiverse. It's a multiverse, Mike. We're having a multiverse moment.
It is a multiverse of MOTU.
Multiverse of MOTU. Now the thing about that is that actually has happened in the comics. So
Yes,
a lot of things going on. It's just so crazy right now, right? Anti-Trinity He-Man's gonna come back. It's crazy.
Right.
But the most exciting news dropped yesterday, and you and I were there front facing to really take it all in. Oh my God, Mike. If there's anything that really pushes something into the forefront of pop culture, there are two things which really push it: movies and video games. Those two really do push the envelope for any sort of cultural aspect of anything. And the video game for Master Universe, it's been a long time coming. You and I did a full reaction to the trailer. If you guys haven't already, please check that out. It's available on MOTU Universe Con website, YouTube page, as well as Mega J Retro. And I was over the moon at what I saw. So I found out the name of the creature. Finally, Mike. It's the Sleeping Beast.
The Sleeping Beast.
The Sleeping Beast.
So it doesn't even have a name.
Filmation really knew how to make some great terms. That's what happens when you don't have Mattel actually directly involved. You know, they can't get the Beast Man, they can't get the Triclops. You can't get all the creative names. You got the Sleeping Beast.
Let's give it a name. We need a chat. Let's give it a name. Come on.
Let's give it a freaking name.
I feel like the little Empress girl in Neverending Story, like, Bastion, say my name. Moonchild.
Oh my god, Moonchild! you're crossing the streams here, buddy. You're crossing the streams.
That's what he calls her, right? Am I tripping out? I think that's what he named her.
What?
Yeah. Go back.
Yeah, was that Never Ending Story 2?
No, because Never Ending Story 1. He yells out the window, Moonchild.
No, he yells out the name of his mom.
Was it?
Yeah, his mom died, right? So the thing is that in the middle of the story, he literally says, I wish they would let me name her because my mom had a beautiful name, right? And I'm pretty sure his mom was not Moonchild.
Maybe that's Never Ending Story 2. Maybe you're mixing them up. Look at the chat. It's Moonchild. Thank you.
I think that was in the Never Ending Story 2. But anyway, speaking of the chat, let's say hi to everybody before we start bringing in our guests. Warren Noon's in the house. What's going on, Warren Noon? Good to see you, my friend. Hey, gang, and hey, Jay, gang. All the emojis. Thank you so much, Warren. Good to see you, brother. Fiction Fan 99. What's going on, dude? All the way from the UK. Good to see you, brother. Keith Brock. What's going on, dude? How you doing tonight? Always good to see Keith. Nolan isn't. It's a party now, Mike. Oh, Nolan's in the house.
It's an official.
It's never official until Nolan gets in the house. Good to see you, Nolan. What's going on? Negative Sights in the house. Hey guys, good evening. Love what you both do for the community, and thank you both. Thank you, brother. We really appreciate that. Hey, it's Sean.
Hey-o.
What's going on, Playmo 2? You know, we never asked Sean what he thinks of the.
That's true.
Yeah, we never asked Sean. The game aficionado, the one who's actually going to bring us the history of video games for Master Universe. We never actually asked him, so we should ask him what's going on with that. Jim Smith 301. Hello, Master Bai. Oops, wrong Masters of the Universe. Okay, dude. Thank you for that. I guess. I don't know. We're going in the wrong direction here. Nolan, bring on the Chronicles. Yes, bring on the Chronicles. Negative Sight. I believe Mattel's trying something new with the Scaregirl figure, possibly a new line, depending on how the figure sells. Yeah, you never know, bro. You never know. I'm just hoping that they continue this scale because a lot of people are saying they no longer want to collect Chronicles because they don't scale their Masterverse, which would be a shame. And I'm hoping they finish off the 87 movie as well. Sebastian Gomez, what's going on, dude? There he is. Here for Gummit Up Makers. Yes, Gummit Up Makers. We have all of them. We have many.
You guys are in for a treat. I mean, this is going to be some amazing stuff we're going to see, guys.
It is going to be incredible. It is really going to be incredible. Fiction Fan, what beast? It is the Sleeping Beast.
That's that big green beast that Shakoti summons to attack.
Shibopi. I think you mean Shibopi. Cute cult. It's Moonchild. I think we're gonna have to look that up. I'm pretty sure he didn't say anything. He's just going like, and the thunder and lightning drowned him out. Action Figure Syndicate. What's going on, dude? Good to see you, brother. Billy Butch is in the house with the cross swords and cheers.
Yeah.
Fan fiction. I'm from Idaho, actually.
Wait, did you assume he was from the UK just from his hat?
Yes, I did. I actually did. No, I'm just kidding. I could have sworn he said he was from the UK one time. But okay. I might be thinking about another fan fiction. There are a lot of guys with the same name. What can I say? Stephen Rothy. Hello, gentlemen. Hello, Steve. How you doing? Sean Tennant. Hey, Jay. I could swear I heard you say in a previous live that you took a closer look at the Skeletor mannequin at Toy Fair and got Easter eggs for the costume. I was wondering when you're going to post it. So,
did you? I didn't hear that.
A little bit of insight. No, actually, he's right. So a little bit of insight towards that. I'm not going to take too much time on this one, but I'm working together with my good friend Yuka Isakainen because, and spoilers ahead, everybody. Drum roll, Mike. Here we go. When I was actually at Toy Fair, they had two wonderful effigies of Skeletor and two statues of Skeletor and He-Man. And as I was inspecting both these costume designs, I noticed something very, very special. On He-Man's cordite cross, there's an inscription all the way around the cross. So I'm working with Yuka to try and decipher.
Written in Turnian, of course, right?
Yeah, everyone. Mike's gonna be the first one. He's gonna drop it before everybody else does. But yeah, we are working hard to try and decipher what it actually. There's an incantation in there somewhere, so we're trying to figure that out. So hope you guys enjoyed that video. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Action figure syndicate. I got 2 stone dars. Did you get 2 stone dars?
He's like, what?
How stoned are you? How stoned are you, bro?
How stoned are you?
How stoned are you? That's a good one, actually.
That is pretty good.
That was a really good one. How stoned are you?
I always tend to look stoned, even though I'm not.
Toy Cartel, what's going on, Mario? Good to see you, brother. So we're talking about Brian May. Are we talking Brian May tonight? I didn't think we are going to talk about Brian.
Brian May. I don't know who that is.
Oh, I guess we'll find out. Alex Valdez. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Alex. Good to see you guys. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. It's always great to hang out with all of you guys. Thanks for supporting the channel. All right, guys. So MOTUniverse 2026 is happening May 23rd and 24th at the Redondo Beach, California, which is not actually Redondo Beach. How does this work?
So they call themselves the Torrance Marriott Redondo Beach because Redondo Beach is about a mile west, right? So it's near the beach, and it sounds a lot nicer than just Torrance, right? So it's actually in Torrance, but they call themselves the Torrance Marriott Redondo Beach.
You know what's really crazy?
So we're just doing the same. Redondo Beach.
No, but here's what's really crazy about this, okay? Both Masters of the Universe conventions this year are in 2 hotels which call themselves different locations from where they actually are.
Right? The Cincinnati.
This is the strangest.
It's not in Cincinnati.
Freaking thing. It's in Kentucky, for crying out loud. This is just, you're crossing a state on the other. Anyway, whatever.
Oh, Brian May from Queen. Oh, yeah.
Yes, we'll talk about that as well. But I want to bring in our special guest for it before we get too far into it.
Yeah, let's get
we will get into the weeds. We will get into the weeds so quickly. It's not even funny. Guys, we have a lot of special guests coming this year, as you already know. Just going on MOTUniverseCon.com, you can see just a host of different voice actors, stars from the actual movie itself, designers from the movie itself, the 1987 movie, by the way, and of course, a lot of people who are connected, artists, creators, makers. But one thing that we haven't had yet is creators who are actually creating an original IP. And it's hard to do that with Master of the Universe. Master of the Universe really does touch so many aspects of fantasy and lore, and swords and sorceries, magic. You know what I mean? It's literally like a role-playing game come to life. You know what I mean? Some of the most and you know what? It's funny because if you actually listen to Travis Knight and everybody who's connected to the film right now, they literally are talking about how mad, absolutely mad and crazy Master Universe is. It's just literally bonkers. And I say the same thing about Super Mario World. People were on something when they actually created Master Universe, and like the Mushroom Kingdom. You know what I mean? You're kind of telling exactly what you're talking about when you're talking about that. And I'm telling you, when they first had the first meeting for Master Universe, like, who should we create this time, Mike? You know, and then they take a poll. They take
Seaman. Oh, we can't call him Seaman. All right, Merman.
They take a poll of whatever it is that's in the office that day. Like,
there's that classic line. Paul. What's Paul's? I forget Paul's last name. But when they held up the tiger from Big Jim, he's like, just put a fucking saddle on it.
Dude, it was a time of
bam. There's Battle Cat.
The truth though is you have a whole bunch of toy designers trying to come up with something to defeat freaking Star Wars. What the F? How do you knock down Star Wars
for a while?
How do you knock down Star Wars? Right? This is the conundrum that actually plagued the Mattel offices, and they tried. Right? Oh, yeah. For a little bit of history, you guys. They actually released a line of Clash of the Titan figures just prior to Master of the Universe, and it flopped. It flopped so hard, you can't even find these things anymore. They are so valuable. I think I saw one on-card figure, and the card was just absolutely mangled, but it was still worth like $200 or $300. It was crazy.
Wow.
So you just have a whole bunch of guys in the room, and one guy, Mark Taylor, comes up and says, "I'm just going to sculpt a whole bunch of different ideas and see what sticks." And that's the kind of collaborative process that happened. It would have been great to be a fly on the wall and seeing all this stuff happen. You know what I mean? But we have our special guests tonight who literally are creating something from scratch with inspirations from different sorts of media from all over the place. And the pedigree that these people have as a combined unit rivals anything out there. I mean, like, we're talking about Marvel, DC, Pixar, Disney, Filmation. Some of the greatest names that have ever come to screen, right? And that's just skimming the surface of how far the careers of these of this group has come. And honestly, I think I've like rambled on for long enough. Let's start.
People have been waiting 20 minutes. Let's get them in here.
Yeah, but we did have to go through a whole bunch of other things. So guys, in no particular order, I'm going to start bringing in our special guests, guys. Our first guest, honestly, I'm going to let him introduce his resume is quite vast, and of course he's here with his lovely partner tonight. Guys, please help us welcome Danny and Esther. Whoa, hold on. There we go. That's it. Danny and Esther, the dynamic duo. What's going on, guys? How you doing tonight?
Super excited to be here.
There we go.
Yeah, are we good?
Okay. There it is. We're good.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
So, Danny, I could go through your resume. One of the two of you talk a little bit about yourselves.
Oh, sure. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at you guys like, yeah, what's going on? Yeah, no, I'm Danny. Danny Arriaga. I've been in animation for over about 23, 24 years. I started at Pixar back in 2001. Stayed there till about 2009 after I worked on Toy Story 3. Got to work on those. Yeah, that was a good one, right?
Just a small thing.
Yeah, my first character assignment was to work on and design Lotso Hugging Bear. That was like insane.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I'm not kidding. Yeah, seriously, that's crazy. I'm like, how did that happen?
Apparently, he's back in the new one, right? He makes a comeback, I think, in this new one. Is what I'm hearing.
What, for real? That's exciting.
You better get some royalties.
Danny, you made the most evil character there's ever been in on screen.
Right?
I mean, like that.
Well, I didn't do it all, right? There's lots of people that take part in that stuff. I wanted him to be good. It wasn't my choice, But yeah, so after Toy Story 3, I always had this dream of going to Disney, and so when Disney acquired Pixar back in around that time, I thought, hey, maybe I can just transfer over there now. So I really wanted to do 2D animation, you guys. That was where my love was, but it was slowly going away. So I had to find a way to still be able to draw, but work in animation. And I found that in the art department. So I went to Disney, and I got to work on Wreck-It Ralph and Cracker Landing 2.
That is so cool.
Yeah. And it was just I've been so blessed on the journey that I've been on, right, to the movies I've gotten to work on. But then after a couple of years at Disney, I got the itch to come back home. I was missing the Bay Area. This is where Bay Area. I say this, we're in LA now, but I was born in Oakland. I was raised in the Bay Area. That's where I met Esther. And sorry, what was that?
The Giants won the World Series.
The Giants. Yeah, the Giants won the World Series.
San Jose, baby. Yeah, Giants.
In 2010, and so it made me really miss home. I was like, oh God, I love it here at Disney, but God, I miss this place. And also, I got wind that they were making a film called Coco, right? And so I found out a little bit more about that, you guys. And I was like, I knew where I needed to be at that time, So we went back to Pixar, worked on Coco for a while, and worked on Inside Out. Also got to work on Onward for a little bit, and that was pretty much the run after going back. And a couple of little things here and there in between all those projects. But yeah, so after that, then I decided to, in 2019, after Coco had happened, I had lost the, so for me, guys, Coco was this ultimate high. After going through all those steps to get to that point on Coco, it was the first time where I felt like this is it. This is where I need to be. And so that ride was amazing. You know, a lot of ups and downs, but it just was so amazing to be on. So when it ended, I felt kind of lost. You know, I didn't know what like nothing was exciting to me at that time. And so I started I found myself getting a little depressed. Like I wasn't enjoying being an artist anymore. I was like, what's wrong with me? How come I'm not feeling this? And, you know, one of the problems of my past that I used to have was I used to lean on alcohol too much, you guys. And for me, that was a big deal. I was like, I knew that I needed to do something different because it was no longer, I couldn't sustain that way of life. You know, I was using it to just kind of get through the I guess you would call it the depression I was feeling at that time, you know, and honestly, it was making it worse, but I didn't know that at the time. For me, it was taking the problem away. Anyways, after I went through that, I knew I needed to get help, but after creating characters, like I realized at Pixar, I realized I was creating characters for someone else for so long. Sorry, I'm stumbling on my words here, guys, because I'm like trying to figure out exactly what the order was. Yeah, but I had been creating characters for so long for someone else that I realized I had never really created anything for myself, you know. And there was a time at work recently, this last summer, where I was on a film, but I was struggling. I was really struggling with designs. I wasn't hitting the mark on the assignments that I was given, and you know, I could tell the directors weren't that happy with it. So I was really down during this time. It was just this last summer, and I just started drawing. I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna draw. That's what I've always done to make me happy. So I didn't intend to create something new. I didn't intend to make what we're making now. I just wanted to start drawing characters. And little by little, they just, like one at a time, I drew one character and I put one next to him. I was like, oh, I like that guy. I'm gonna put this guy in, I'm gonna draw this guy. And it just started, everything just kind of came together all like kind of in one go. And that's never happened for me. I've never been able to do that. But I guess I was just feeling really motivated during this time, you know? So I had these cool looking characters, but then I also realized I needed help with the story. Like I couldn't do everything on my own. I can do character designs and I work on worlds and stuff, but when it comes to story, that's not one of my strengths. And I know that. So I went to my good friend, Dorrian, who's also here tonight.
Yeah. So that's a great segue. So why don't we go ahead and introduce someone who, honestly, these accolades just keep going and on and on. This is truly a dream team, guys. I mean, who else can work on Warner Brothers Animation, Marvel Productions, Paramount, 20th Century Fox? I mean, like, again, the accolades just keep piling on and on and on. Guys, please help us welcome Ian Dorrian. I mean, oh my God. Ian, how are you, my friend? Good to see you.
Hi, everyone. I'm doing great. Hey, Danny and Esther.
Hi, Ian.
Hey, gents. How are you? Hey, by the way, love the rhythm that you guys have and the opening. It was very exciting to listen to. I learned a lot because I'm getting more back into my action figures, but I was a kid too. I grew up with He-Man and She-Ra and Transformers, and a lot of my life I wanted to sort of move away from those things, and then something happened. My brother, I have a twin brother who's a toy designer as well, Guy Dorrian, incredible toy designer and character designer.
I don't know that guy. Who's that guy? I don't know that guy.
And you know, he works with Larry Hama and many of the other great Walter Simonson, Weasley Simonson, and many other great people. But you know, Danny and I met each other years ago, and years went by back and forth, and we kept communicating, and we realized we really, honestly, not only did we get along, but we kind of appreciated each other, and we would share our lives with each other and our difficulties with each other, and our good moments too. And Danny had shared with me what he was creating and why he was creating it. And you know, when you know Danny, you know someone that is willing. You can see the heart in the character designs comes from a person, and that's Danny. It's just true, Danny.
Thank you, brother.
I felt like when Danny says that he calls you brother, or he cares about you or something, he means it. It's not a thing he just says. And so when he started creating the characters and we started talking about it, he shared it with me. And I have been studying. I'm known as an artist, so I'm known for my consumer products and my comic book work and my character work for The Simpsons, Rio 2, Family Guy, Princesses, and of course Avengers Assemble, and the bad guys. But I've been spending years and years working with and learning from writers. I mean, I spent time with Stan Lee. I spent time with Jack Kirby when I was younger. I taught at the Joe Kubert School, where I was surrounded by people creating their own books. As a matter of fact, I would spend a lot of time with Adam Kubert, especially, and Joe Kubert. Every Wednesday, we'd have lunch together. And for anyone who doesn't know, Joe Kubert he was one of the greats. He was one of the greats for DC and Marvel. And he taught me a lot. He taught me a lot about visualizing story. And then I began learning from story writers, taking seminars, classes from people from Disney, from playwrights, and even film writers and critics. And when Danny came to me, I said, Danny knew I was writing a lot of stories. And developing a lot, both in a live action and animation. And Danny said, Ian, what do you think? And I said, I love this. This is fantastic. What I really loved the most was, first of all, I know Danny. So when I see the drawings, I can see Danny's humor, his warmth, his intuitive nature, even his nerves, like when he's nervous. I've got all of it. These are all the different. I would say, if you don't mind me saying, Danny, in many ways, each one of these characters represents a different aspect of Danny as I know him. So I could. It was like I knew them right away because of that, because I know Danny. And what a blessing I felt it was when Danny talked to me, and he loved what I had to say. And then he said, "Hey, you want to tackle this? You want to do the writing? You want to do the work on the backstory?" And I have to say, we've all been very collaborative. I will come up with something, and I present something, and I share it with them. If it vibes, great. If it doesn't vibe, great. There is no ego here. When one thing I have to say, when you work with real professionals, one of the great things about true professionals is people think it's just the drawing, or if they can copy the way they did something. It's not that at all. As a matter of fact, it's a way of thinking and a way of approaching teamwork. And I've gotten very close with many people from Pixar, and I've worked with people from Pixar who have gone on to work for other companies and then brought me on either as art director or working with them in story, and then doing visual art. As a matter of fact, I worked on a really amazing project with Capital One, and it actually showed at Pixar. And I worked with essentially a crew that had all worked at Pixar. And we worked on story, we worked on visuals, and I brought in artists from Marvel and DC. So my twin brother, Guy Dorrian, was with me. Joe Sinnott had come on to be an advisor before he passed away. For anyone that doesn't know Joe Sinnott, he's the premier. I would suggest the premier inker ever to work with Jack Kirby. He's extremely well known for his work with Jack, especially Fantastic Four. And we just had a wonderful time. And what I discovered was that it was about teamwork. While we had a hierarchy, no one treated each other that way. We treated each other like we were there to help each other. As a matter of fact, one of the greatest things that I experienced working there, because it was one of the best jobs I've ever done, besides what I'm doing right now with Danny and Esther. And and Adrian and Vic. One of the best things that I learned working with those people, and all of them from, as I said, from Pixar, they were there to help me do even the menial tasks to get something done. It didn't matter who was responsible for something. We helped each other. I mean, we held our own, but we helped each other. And I said, this is what I want to do. I want to keep working with people who either have this sensibility or come from this company, because I know the way that they think. And I'm talking about people who have been entrenched in old school in Pixar for years. And it just made it even easier for me to associate with Danny. And so I gave a crack at it with the characters, and it took a while. It took a while to figure out how to make this work. I mean, it looks like it. How does anybody make this work? I mean, Gumming Up Makers is Danny wanted to take all the things from our childhood, right, Danny? And bring them in together, and he's hugely inspired. We all are by He-Man, and that's the next person coming in that we'll talk to. Hugely inspired by He-Man.
I think he's freezing up.
Yeah, I think. I'm not sure if Vic is still. Let's see.
Hopefully he'll come back here.
Yeah.
Sometimes it'll freeze up like that. And...
So if you
I can text him.
get a right love for him, and he has a huge love.
I keep hearing him. Hold on.
He's just gone.
We love Ian.
He keeps going.
We love Ian.
He'll keep going all day, guys.
Right.
You're darn right, I will.
There we go. He's coming back. Oh, slowly.
Is it back?
Are you back yet? Hold on.
So when Danny brought me on,
Hold on, Ian.
to work on this. Yes.
Oh, you were freezing up there for a second, Ian.
So when Danny brought me on to work on this,
there we go.
There you go.
You're back.
I said, I have just the friend of mine, the dear friend of mine, that is the person we need to have on this project. He will bring it all together. He will take Danny's character designs, my writing, and his directing to make something really come to life in a beautiful animatic, which we've been working on and he is doing. And you may know him from many, many amazing productions from the 80s and 90s and so forth. We're talking about He-Man, She-Ra, Transformers, G.I. Joe, X-Men. Shall I go on, or shall we introduce
another great segue?
you guys are making this job easy. I mean, you guys are introducing each other. This is great.
Yeah.
Guys, please help us welcome Vic Del Chele to the production. Vic, are you there, sir? You're on mute. You're on mute, Vic. Vic, you're on mute.
Hello.
We got him.
Mama Esther's on it. Let's see.
Well, you know what?
I just got a text.
Yeah, I think he might be feeling it.
Yeah, it says he's feeling a little nauseous, guys.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay. That's okay. All right. Well, you know what? I'll just read the accolades then, because honestly, and then we can talk all about Vic. Only the good things. Guys, if you don't know Vic from his persona, you'll definitely know what he's worked on. I mean, he's been a visual storyboard artist and supervisor for multiple different companies. He started his career at Filmation Studios. Come on, guys. I mean, that's basically why we're all here. We are truly blessed to have Vic as a guest this year at MOTU Universe, and he worked on freaking Shazam. Okay, so for those of you guys who don't know, Filmation did a lot of things. They did live action and they also did cartoons, obviously. So they had a live action Shazam as well as they had a cartoon Shazam, and the storyboards were started by Vic. He also worked on He-Man, She-Ra, Brave Star. He also worked on Marvel launching Transformers and G.I. Joe. So I mean, the pedigree is just crazy. And over the last 40 years, Vic has contributed to hundreds of episodes of shows like The Real Ghostbusters, Spider-Man, X-Men, Scooby-Doo, Biker Mice from Mars, RoboCop, Alpha Commando, Static Shock, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, My Little Pony, Strawberry Shortcake, Monster High. I don't think I can keep going because honestly, we'll be here all night. We'll be here all night, guys. So we are truly blessed to have this, and what an incredible dream team we have here. Like this is truly something special, guys. Before we actually announce what it is that these guys are working on, let's say hi to the chat because they've been screaming at us basically for the most part. So
I'm gonna be right back, guys. I'm gonna just refill my drink. I'll be right back.
Absolutely, Billy Butch. I bet the inscription reads "By the power of Grayskull." Well, you never know. We're gonna find out. Me and Yuka are working hard at that. Alex Valdez. We're gonna see He-Man on the jet sled. Cue music. Flash. Gordon. No, I'm just kidding. Nolan. I've always wanted the Clash of the Titans figures. They exist. You can't find them, but they do exist. It was Mattel's hurrah before Master Universe. Frankie Rivera. Good evening, fellas. Good to see you, Frankie. Cute Cult. I would love to have a Bubo owl as a baby. Bubo was a really great figure. Obviously, he was the mechanical owl in Clash of the Titans, so really great stuff. Of course, Fanfiction 99. Toy Story 3 is my childhood. Well, you're at the right place, Fanfiction. I mean, these guys are here now, so get your questions out as you can. Sebastian Gomez, no spoilers, please. Oh, that lots of hug and bear. You never know; she might show up.
Yeah.
Hi, Danny and Esther.
Hey.
Fanfiction 99. We will. Well, not all the Lotzos are evil. Just the one from Sunnyside.
I agree.
That's it.
That was our reasoning for how that one was bad.
It was yeah.
It's the experiences that make you right. So
yeah, exactly.
Sebastian Gomez, you never told me you worked on Onward.
Hi, Sebastian. I just met Sebastian recently too, doing this project. It's been amazing, guys. I'm meeting so many cool people like you guys.
You always meet wonderful people while creating something magical.
Yeah.
Brick Something, good friend of the channel, inspiring work, everybody. So yes.
Hi, Brick Something.
Everybody here, it's truly inspiring. I got to tell you. Hi, Ian.
Hey.
Hello, Billy Butch.
Let's see here. Cynthia. Arriaga. I Spy Master Chi. Thank you, Cynthia. Warren Newman. Thank you so much for becoming a member. We really appreciate it. We have the power. Sebastian Gomez. Danny has assembled a great team of humans. Yes, it's like the Avengers in here. It's absolutely crazy. Ian's done his part too, though. You don't knock Ian. He's done incredible work. Sebastian, what's up? What's going on, Brick? Good to see you guys. So, guys, we've kind of kept you in the dark long enough. So I have the slide. Let me bring the slide up. But do you guys want to tell us the title? Well, actually, do you want to give us a little background about what it is you're working on, how you guys came about, and then I'll flash the. Well, first of all, let's do this. Today, of course, was all about Meet the Makers, because these guys are literally creating something truly, truly special here. There's the full team, except Esther. Sorry, Esther, I didn't have your picture.
It's okay.
We need to update my photo, by the way.
I'm backstage.
That's an important role, though. That is a very important role. Social media is huge. Come on. But yeah, so these four now 5 team members are really killing it. And when we finally show the slide, I think you guys will agree it's something truly special. Who wants to take it, guys? What are you working on, guys?
Ian, do you want to start us off with a little bit of where you're at?
Sure. What we're working on is a really exciting story. As I had mentioned, where I left off was that now we had this challenge, right? And Danny brought to me Danny, I think maybe you should be the one to mention the title and how that happened, how that came about.
Sure.
And then I'll go into the story.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So like I said, I was saying before, and before I was getting all nervous and stuff. That's how it usually happens. That I was on this assignment that wasn't going very well at work, right? And so it was really like bringing down the mood for me. So you know, one of the things that I do to cheer myself up is to, you know, go back to art, go back to that when I was a kid. Whenever I wanted to just like feel better or just to go be by myself, I would love to draw, you know, just go into this other world and just not worry about the world outside, just kind of focus on your own thing. And so I had this energy when I got home one day to just start drawing, you know, and here's the thing too, we always look at reference when we're designing these characters or we're designing worlds. We always start with reference, you know, none of this stuff is just drawn straight from your head. We don't, you know, we do that because we like to bring authenticity into all our designs. And in order to do that, you gotta be able to pull from reality, right? But in this case, I was like, you know what? I just want to have fun. I'm so tired of all this, like making sense of everything. I just want to have fun and draw something really cool and just let the artistic juices come out, right? And so I just started drawing these characters, like I said earlier, and just one at a time, the team just started assembling itself. And all of a sudden I had this like cool looking team. I was like, oh, what if they, and I just started thinking of things like, what if they're like barbarians? Because I love He-Man, but you know, I also love so many other things, and this could be like a symbol of my childhood. How about that? Let's do that. And so I started pulling all these things I love. I love gum, I love He-Man, I love My Pet Monster, and many, many more. But these were the like some of the main ones that I really loved. And so I just started like leaning more that way. And I was like, okay, so they're monsters, but they're also gonna be barbarians, and maybe they can use gum to make things because they're makers. The whole idea is the reason why they're called the Gum It Up Makers is because we want to just really inspire the joy of making, right? Do you want to talk a little bit about?
Yeah, no, it's just that feeling of like, I mean, I don't know, we all have that. I used to turn my bike upside down and rotate the wheels and put the blades of grass through it and pretend that I was milling, you know, wheat, what have you, right? Like just going back outside and just pretending. And that feeling, what happened is that I actually like watching Jade, watching you guys on YouTube. I just went back to school. We became empty nesters, and we said, well, which are we going to get into? And I guess this is a trouble we got into. Watching you guys, watching He-Man. And
yeah, Esther, you were at school so much, right? So I was home alone a lot, you guys, watching you guys, and like, go guys, go Kickstarter, because I was really rooting for the MOTU universe. And as I was watching, I actually had you guys on in the background, you know, a lot of the times while I was working. So yeah, very inspiring, you guys. So that's kind of how we ended up to start to draw these characters. But then, like I said, I need to get, and I had these characters and they look cool, but I felt like no one's going to really care about these characters unless they have a story. A story would give them a soul, something that people would really cling on to, right? Yeah. And so that's what I meant by earlier when I said I can play with story a little bit, you know, but I just like, why don't I just go to the people that are really much better than I am? I know. And
we want it to be something fun.
Yeah.
It's something fun, something to, I mean, I rewatch He-Man episodes, right?
Yeah.
And as you rewatch them, there's just fun. It doesn't matter. It was planet, what, you know, you're in Eternia, and it doesn't matter. It just happens. What the story just unfolds, and you're so involved with the story as it's unfolding, and it doesn't matter what happened before or prior, you know? So just something fun and colorful. And that's where Ian jumped in, and now we have, you know, Vic, and it's been so fun. It's been so much fun.
What I really am finding that is really fun too is I'm doing so much more with her now. Like, I mean, we've always done stuff together, but this time we never really collaborate on the same thing, like for a project, right? I guess we've done like little creative things for the kids and stuff, and for things around the house, but we've never like taken on work together.
No.
And so this is an opportunity. I've always wanted to bring Esther more into the world that I do, because she's actually a really good manager, you guys. Like she gets me on point. Like if I need to be somewhere or what I need to get done, that's why she's helping me manage this whole project right now.
Wow, there's a lot to take in here.
Hey guys, I think Vic is back.
Vic, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Hey, Vic.
Yes.
Good to see you.
Hi, Vic.
Hi, everyone. I think I've got my camera on, but I just see a green screen.
Yeah, it's so if you want, Vic,
Yeah.
at the bottom of the screen, you see a gear icon.
Yeah, I do.
If you click on that, right, and
Yeah.
you click on camera, there'll be a camera setting, and it'll tell you which camera you currently have on. So
Oh, it picked the wrong camera.
it probably picked the wrong camera.
As we say back in Jersey, bada bing, you know. So there you go. You figured it out.
Select the right camera, right, and then hit the X. Like if you can see yourself in your camera, right? Once.
No, I don't.
Okay, so did you select the other camera?
Yeah. Well, I got 3 choices.
Pick the one, and all of a sudden,
You
when you
want.
see your face in the preview, then you'll know it's the one that's working.
It
Well, I
sounds
don't
like
see my
something out
face
of
in
our
any of them.
story.
You've
Got-
Which
You've
is,
got
you know,
3
it's probably a good thing.
I don't think so. No, it's not. We want to see your face.
We love you, Vic.
We love you, Vic. Yes, we'll take.
Well, thanks.
If the voices all we get tonight, it's okay. But
Yeah, it's all right.
we would love
know,
to see you.
You could
That's what I
do.
get. That's what I get for turning the camera on.
You do a great Duncan. You know,
Okay.
you do a great man at arms.
Well, no, nothing's working. I'm sorry.
No,
Nothing
don't
is-
apologize.
All right.
It says everything's working, but it's not letting me do anything.
Well, you know what? We can hear you, Vic. I think that's
Yes.
that's really the most important thing, because you're
Yeah.
here to tell your story. And first of all, thank you guys for joining us. I mean, as I said, this is kind of like Avengers. You know, you guys have really gathered a team here, which is truly special. Since the 3 of you are already here, wanting to tell us a little bit about your the last member of the team, who's not here tonight, Adrian. How did he get involved in the project?
Go to go.
No, please go ahead.
Adrian is here to help us manage, and he has had the experience recently with producing some short films.
I met Adrian back at Pixar when I first started.
Yeah.
I've known Adrian forever. He actually he was a fun fact about Adrian was that he was the voice of Wingo from Cars. You know, the laugh, that kind of like.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's my friend Adrian. But he was a manager there for many years before he left. So that's how I met Adrian. I've been in touch with him ever since. Like, we're great friends. And he's another person I reached out to because I was like, well, he's done a lot of like producing. He's done a lot of coordinating. And Adrian is like, right-hand man for that kind of stuff. And so, I reached out to Adrian too. And that's how Adrian's a part. He couldn't be with us here tonight. He has some plans, but we miss him.
That's awesome. So, guys, talk to us a little bit more about Gum It Up. What is the overall story, and who are the characters? How do they fit into the world? And tell us a little bit more about the gum. Like you talk about, how they can make it's makers, right? It's all about making things. So, talk to us a little bit about how this works.
So
Go ahead, Ian.
So I don't, Danny. So I don't know how much you want to share and how much you want to hold back.
I was like, so without
I know, right?
That's why
Can't let it all
for
out.
the first time.
so with
If anyone knows,
It's really, we're in a really rough spot. Yeah, it's like everything's really rough right now.
Well, what we could share is if you want to share the characters' names and the descriptions, those are
there you go.
What we could say the gum right now. Right now, if you think of the gum, think of the source
Of energy,
source of magic. It's just magic.
Okay.
For right now.
This is a world that is an adventure world filled with magic. filled with, there's even transformations to occur. And it's an epic story. To be honest, it's quite epic. While it has humor and so forth, it's actually has a lot of heart. The story has been built around the main character. The main character is Munchie, and Munchie comes of age, and he doesn't understand. He doesn't know what he's about to get involved in. He doesn't know the past of his parents. He doesn't know the past of his family, and yet his family has contributed a lot to the small place where they live. But there's a sort of a dark secret underneath as to how they acquired the making abilities, and where the source comes from. And there's a place, I won't give proper names for anything right now because I don't want to give too much away. But when Munchie comes of age, a very dark, sinister person arrives, and they need and demand that Munchie does something that only Munchie can do. But Munchie doubts himself. He doubts himself constantly. He cannot compare himself to his father or to other people. And this is where Munchie believes deep down inside he has strength, but he just can't accept it. He can't accept it. So he's called to action. He's called to do something.
Look at that.
And Munchie, he's a mama's boy. He's a good guy. He doesn't want to hurt anybody. He doesn't want to do anything like that. But he has to go and do something that even the people of the town don't believe he can do. Well, he does it, and he sets off on an adventure. And when he sets off on this adventure, he doesn't understand or know the depth to which he's getting involved. But his buddies go along. And just a surprise for you, Boobaloo is his bro. And this big orange guy is the brother of this blue guy, this tiny little blue guy. And they're twins, actually. So there's the humor. Think about the old movie Twins with
Arnold and
That's right. So try to imagine twins here. But what we've got here is we've got a team of characters that come together that go on this adventure to discover and find out what is the source. And on this adventure, they go through trials and tribulations that are very similar to the kinds of experiences you would get when watching classic films. Danny, what's that one that you love with David Bowie?
Oh, Labyrinth. Yeah.
Labyrinth. So you want to think Labyrinth. You want to think He-Man. You want to think if you took Labyrinth and He-Man and your most emotional story from the characters of, say, from Pixar, certainly Toy Story, and you put those together. I know it doesn't sound like it can happen, but let me tell you, we went through a lot to make this happen, and we made it happen. So you get the fun, you get the childlike adventure, and then you get the serious, deep undertones that really reach in and bring about an emotional content. And you immediately get brought into this world of this family and friends, and you realize very quickly that they need each other. And I think that's what this story is about too. It's the same thing that brought us together. Is the same thing that kind of brings these characters together.
Yeah.
There's an adventure, a call to do something, a call to adventure. And Danny accepted. First, he didn't know what to do. He didn't accept it at first. And then he came to me. We talked about it. We brought Vic on, and then Danny said, "I'm ready. I get it now. I know what I want to do." And Danny just went to town, character after character after character. And every time I saw a new character, I just had to write more and write more and write more. And then we gave it to Vic. And Vic took, I wrote the entire premise of the story from beginning to end, complete beats for the entire 90-minute production, should we have one. The goal
I was going to say, I see we have the toy there. What is the ultimate goal for you guys? As far as media, are you looking to do like short film, like a series, comic books? What is your guys' goal with the medias?
Long
Danny,
term,
would you like to
I mean,
go?
right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Long term.
Oh,
I mean, obviously,
Esther?
we would love to. Yeah, we would love to have a short, long term,
A show, you mean?
a show,
yeah.
show. But maybe soon before the show, a comic. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's still kind of in the works. That's really exciting. This is it's been exciting because I've overheard and we've been together for so long and been with the creatives and being able to, I mean, these meetings have been fun, guys. If you could be a fly on the wall, they've been extremely fun. And Vic has been great. Boobaloo is Boobaloo because Vic named him Boobaloo, and we ran with it.
One of the great aspects of Danny bringing me on to work in the writing is that I have been a creator of my own comics and graphic novels.
Yeah.
And not only creating them, but plotting and co-writing on projects. So we definitely want a comic book. Absolutely. I think Esther's right on the money. And I worked with a tremendous team, a gentleman named Bill Sienkiewicz, who is known for his work with Frank Miller on Elektra and many other projects. I worked with Mark Teixeira, Wolverine, Ghost Rider, and Punisher. I was his assistant for years. He's one of my dearest friends. So I had the chance to work with really amazing people and see a project through from beginning to end. So we ended up with a 140-page book, and that was called Law of Resistance, and it was an epic adventure. And when Danny came to me, I said, "Oh, now I know where I fit," because I love Disney, I love Pixar, I love Henson, I love Danny's designs, and I love action adventure. And so we're gonna give you a comic book.
Nice.
But what we wanted, I knew Vic. Vic was the link. Vic was the first storyboard artist ever hired to work on the original He-Man series. So you're seeing why this was so important, that Danny designs, I write, I can do comics, Danny can do characters and environments, and Vic was not only a story artist, but a director for animation. He was a director for, I believe, 2 seasons for Static Shock.
Wow.
Nice.
So what we have here is comic book and graphic novel creators, character designer and story developer from Pixar and Disney, and we have Vic Kelly. I mean, I knew that we came from different worlds, but together we're going to be able to do something from our different worlds and homogenize it. And by the way, take a look at these drawings, everybody. Take a look at these beautiful illustrations by Danny. Wow, I'm just blown away.
Yeah, when we met with you guys, just to put a little backstory on, people were like probably wondering like why MOTUniverse and Danny and Gummit Up Makers. I'll put the backstory on that. So Danny reached out, right? And like you said, we were on in the background. I didn't know this, but you were working on this while watching Jay and I doing our Kickstarter. And Danny, I think you reached out via email, right? And so one of our team members is in charge of for exhibitors. We had a team member, and he said, "Hey, there's someone reaching out. He has his own IP, and he's looking to do a Kickstarter and wants to showcase it at MOTUniverse." And I was like, "Okay, well that's interesting." And then he's like, "Well, he used to work, or he works at Pixar and this and that." And then Jay and I's ears perked up, and we're like, "Wait, what?" All right, let's get a meeting with this guy. Let's see what's going on. And then Danny, you went into further detail. I'm working with Ian. I'm working with Vic, and it was like, whoa, okay, like this is something. And when you guys showed me these initial drawings, my mind was blown. I was like, this is like the perfect thing. Like if I had a 3 to 5 year old, they'd be watching this if it was a cartoon, or I'd be showing them like kids book, something like that. I think we mentioned like doing like a coloring book would be really cool with these
Yeah,
characters. There's so much opportunity there, and when you were like, oh, we want to be a vendor, I'm like, we got to go more than that. We want you guys as guests. We want a panel. So please know we will be having a Gum It Up Makers panel at MOTUniverse. I hope
100%.
everyone can join in that. And we're really excited to have you guys.
Yeah, I'm blown away by the overall scope of this. I always love watching documentaries on the behind the scenes of Pixar and John Lasseter and all the guys who were involved in Toy Story and just watching how, I guess, Danny, your journey too, as well as everybody who's been a creator, right? Especially at Pixar, the fact that John allowed people to go from one field to another field and then become directors eventually. I thought that was really a great family kind of aspect of Pixar. I think it's great that creators were allowed to spread their wings a little bit more, create shorts of their own. You know what I mean? Like, so something like this, it really does just tug at the heartstrings for anybody who was you mentioned Labyrinth, and that's actually the very first thing I thought of when I saw Boobaloo. I was thinking, sorry, what was the big guy's name? The one with the horns. I can't remember his name anymore. He was red too. He could smell, right? That was his.
Smell bad.
Yeah, he couldn't stand the swamp, right? But yeah, I mean, like, it really just it has all those inklings of Henson, of Sesame Street, but there's very familiar aspects of Master Universe here too. I mean, the signature belts, the wristbands, the shields, you know what I mean? Like all this fun stuff, right? But then I see the archetypes too. The warrior, the wizard, right? The adventurer, right? The wizard, you know what I mean? Like all of these D&D type of roles, right? The barbarian, right? It's a great, wonderful juxtapositioning of all these different types of media, right? And I think that's something that really will speak to a lot of the fans who grew up on this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like all of us who grew up in the 80s. And really, it's what I really enjoy about this, though, is that it will reintroduce a new generation of fans to things which they only see, in passing. You know what I mean? Like, it's their parents who are showing them, oh, yeah, I used to watch this Muppet Show. What the heck is a Muppet Show? You know what I mean? What's like, we can't, like, I think kids still watch Sesame Street. I think it's a very important, integral part of preschool learning, right?
Okay.
But it's so sad in my mind that the DVD releases actually come with a warning saying, might not be suitable for all audiences. I find that so strange, right? It was such a wholesome show, and for it to actually, of course, the sensibilities change over time, right? But it's just so unfortunate that they have to do that. But to be able to have something like this, which allows them to experience it in their own time, right? And something like this, which could really just latch on and introduce all these themes, Muppets, Barbarians, He-Man and the Master Universe, all these adventuring, right? It's kind of like the adventure. It's kind of like Adventure Time for today. You know what I mean? I think that, it's a wonderful new aspect of that, right? And I can't wait to see where you guys go with this, right? Whether it's a graphic novel, whether it's whether it's a first set of small TV shorts, you know what I mean, or YouTube shorts, right? I think web series are really gaining speed.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, you went
Muted
out.
It's Jay's turn.
Uh-oh.
Danny, can you make Danny big? I just want to talk about what's in front of him there for a second.
Oh yeah.
Can you guys hear me now? I think I cut off for a second.
Yeah.
So let me pull Danny over to the. I don't know why, but every now and then. Oh, fix back. Hold on, let's. My computer's chugging right now. Hold on for a second. There we go. All right, so hold on.
That looks so great, Danny.
Do Do you have a 3D printer, or is this someone?
I do.
There he is. I
There's
see Vic.
Vic.
Hey, there we go.
Hey, let's talk about Vic.
Hey.
Just before we get
It's
to
like, get me
the
off center screen.
cool stuff,
He has arrived.
let's get Vic.
I apologize. I found out it was my antivirus wasn't allowing access.
Really? Yeah,
to
those
the,
pesky-
to this
those pesky things.
streaming service that you have. So I just had to go offline and then find out what the problem was.
That's
Well,
awesome.
It's nice
So
to
here-
have you here, buddy. We missed you.
Good to see
Yep.
you, Vic.
Yeah, good.
Happy
seeing
you're
you.
here, Vic.
Thanks.
It really is a dream team. But Vic, why don't you tell us a little bit about your background? Because everybody here on this channel is a huge Filmation fan, so I think they would enjoy a little bit of background for your.
Well, Filmation was where I started my career in animation. I started a couple of years before He-Man, working on Shazam and Hero High and a little bit of Zorro. And then the next time I went back to Filmation was to do He-Man. I took a storyboard test, even though I was already done storyboards for those shows. So I took a storyboard test, and they wanted to hire me right away because I guess I scored quite well on it. And so I started on He-Man and did the first season of He-Man. Did about 6 or 7 episodes out of that because we had around 15 people on staff to do boards, which is a huge crew of just storyboard artists. And I think I went away for about half of the second season and came back. I was working at Marvel on Transformers and some G.I. Joe. And then I went to a new company called Deke for a while and worked on something called Kid Video because it was MTV was the big deal and they wanted to do MTV style videos for Saturday morning. And then that was time to go back to Filmation and worked on second season of He-Man. I became co-storyboard supervisor for She-Ra. I did most of those episodes, maybe 80 out of the 93, supervising them, and their version of Ghostbusters and Brave Star and one more thing, and then I was on to all sorts of. It's been 40 some odd years of working in animation, shows. But that was sort of the beginning of it. The first decade, let's say. Went on to work on shows like Ninja Turtles and many others.
You're just like naming off like the previous computers for like most of our childhood here. It's like, I worked on this. I worked on He-Man, She-Ra, Brave Star. I worked on Ghostbusters. I worked on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Well, I worked on the real Ghostbusters as well, and then also the Extreme Ghostbusters. I was supervising director on
Transformers, G.I. Joe. Like it's like the hits just keep on coming with this entire crew. You like the three of you alone, right? Are comprising. The four of you alone are comprising just generations, like like history. It's absolutely crazy. And we haven't even talked about the story yet. It's well, obviously Ian talked a little bit about it, but what you guys are creating here is truly special. I don't know if you if we haven't made that abundantly clear yet, we are incredibly impressed, like truthfully, and I can't wait to see what you guys come up with next, because right now just the small teases that we're getting are just like whetting the appetite for this, and I think Mike wants to see this because he's all about the toys. So
yeah.
I really love that thing.
That is gorgeous.
Yeah, so this is a 3D print, guys. This is a 3D print. He's not gonna be this big. I printed him this big because I wanted to see all the detail, and it looks cooler, honestly.
Just to give you an example,
It's a
what
cool
he will
display
do,
piece,
I do have a painted prototype of Munchie's
helmet.
So this would be his.
That's the right scale.
That's the right scale.
Okay.
We just got these back too, guys. These are the actual painted prototypes from the factory in China.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Hold on, what?
I'm sorry, you said factory
You
in
guys are so
China?
ahead of the
Like you
game right now.
manufacturing these things?
Yeah.
You guys are already making prototypes.
Yeah.
in China.
So
Yeah.
I think you guys are giving away
Oh,
way
yeah.
too much in this.
So yeah, I was gonna say.
Wow.
So Danny jumped the gun here. We are excited that we will be announcing our Kickstarter page. I think we mentioned earlier is gonna go live here. Hopefully soon as a what is it called? Like notify me when it starts.
Yeah.
But our launch date will be in May. So that week.
Yeah.
Of the event.
That is incredible.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're excited because we have some fun things that hopefully we'll get in time to help to sell so we can make these toys.
Yeah, what actually happened was when I created the characters, and while I was working on like trying to gather a team of people, right, and before I approached Ian, I also knew that I wanted to make a toy. Because I love toys. I love toys so much, and they make me happy, And it's kind of like they're like my new addiction, And it's a healthier addiction, and it's a good one. And so I use toys.
You're preaching to the choir.
I use toys to make me feel better. And so, anyways, I reached out to some modeling friends. You want to take that out?
Yeah,
oh, yeah. I reached out to some modeling friends that I've met through the years, and one of them knew a amazing student who lives in Brazil. His name's Felipe Rodriguez. He has an Instagram as well too, but maybe I can put it somewhere for us to see it later on the link or something. But yeah, he sculpted this this one and the other one. There's two characters. And so can't wait to show you all the work that he did an amazing job, guys, because one of the things that I told my friend was like, yeah, these characters have a lot of fur. Some of them do. And is that going to be okay? Because fur, I guess, is harder to sculpt, right? And to make it look like you can go so many ways with it. Like you can go really real with it. You can go way pushed back and pull almost smooth. And then you can kind of somewhere in between. I wanted somewhere in between. But then here's kind of what happens. Like a design problem, guys, is that when you do that in between, it kind of looks like he's bald here, right? So when you see this painted all one color, though, you don't feel that anymore. But in the sculpt, it kind of does. So there's just little things like that, but you have to make decisions as you go. And yeah, so he's the guy that sculpted. I just want to make sure he got credit.
Yeah,
very awesome.
Oh, he did a wonderful job.
There's so many moving parts. There's so many people on the team. But wow, just the world building you guys are getting into is crazy. And we would be happy, to try and help push this for you guys. I mean, like, honestly, it's all about reaching the right audience and getting people aware. The awareness portion of the campaign is probably the biggest part, right? So and of course, if you are launching it at MOTUniverse, it'll be our pleasure to help get the word out and get as many people as many eyeballs as possible. I don't think you'll have any.
So much.
I don't think you'll have any shortage of people who would love to get something. I mean, the Muppet community is just massive, and two different companies now actually have licenses for Sesame Street as well as for the Muppets show. NECA is actually doing Sesame Street along with Super 7, and even Blokey's has the Sesame Street license as well. So there's a whole bunch of different toy companies who are doing Muppet related toys. So I mean, the market.
It's a crazy serendipity,
yeah. It's just crazy how this is all lining up. Like it's just things are just falling into place, and we're so grateful, you guys. Thank you so much.
Grateful.
We are humbled and so grateful that you guys would consider coming to us to showcase and be part of the show. And we are very excited to have you guys there. And of course, I can't wait to see this panel that you guys are going to be putting together for us, because I want to learn more about these characters. I'm hyped up about what you guys are doing. I'm really excited to find out more about because what I'm really excited about, honestly, is the environments. The village picture alone, where it's just a bunch of. When I first saw that image, I saw just colors, and immediately I could recognize. I was like, all right, that's a character. That's a character. I can already tell just from
Yeah.
that simple color, test color sheet. I was like, wow, this is going to be something special, right? And then I saw that other depiction of like a mountain with a gumball in it. I was like, what is going on?
Yeah, right.
Like, that's crazy.
That
You know
was
what I mean?
awesome,
I was
wasn't it?
literally like, this is going to be sick. Like, this is going to be
That's
nuts,
awesome.
right? And we haven't even heard from Adrian. You know what I mean? So like
Yeah.
it'll be really cool if all you
Yeah.
guys are coming and to see what kind of world you're building here. I'm really excited because I can see on Ian's screen you got more pictures, and I'm really I'm getting hyped. You know what I mean? I'm getting really, really excited about how it goes. And it looks like Carlos Vasquez agrees with us. We need a Gum It Up Makers show.
Oh, yay.
Hey,
Carlos
this is
excited.
why we all got together. We knew we could do this as a team. You know, we knew that with Vic, myself, Danny, Esther, Adrian, we've all been around the block in different ways. And we knew that when we got together, we just want to create something that we love. Understand, we're all doing this because we're passionate about it. You know, as soon as I saw it, I'm passionate about Danny. Esther's passionate about Danny. We're all passionate about Danny. And Danny,
I'm passionate about all you.
well,
like,
that's the thing. That's the energy we're bringing. It's a very sincere energy. We're very passionate about this story. The story is very deep. It's family oriented, and it's about achieving something. It's meant to inspire people to believe that they can be greater, that they have the greatness within themselves, and that even though there's a source, sources don't work alone. You know, when you have an outside source, it needs the people to come together. It needs you to bring it to life, and that's where they become Gum It Up makers. They make these things. So the source, sure, it exists. It exists, like passion, like desire, like love, like faith in one another's friendships. But it comes through the people, through their actions, and through their teamwork. And if you like a story that's adventurous, that has exciting battles and magic, adventurous travels to other worlds, and deep introspection for the adult community that's watching it, that can understand the emotional connections and losses. They're there, but they're in there with a sensitive touch, but with a lot of fun, beautiful colors, lots of action, magical situations. And when I gave the beats to Vic said, I know what to do with this. Because
only
Vic
40 plus years of experience.
Yeah, well,
you know, he's had a couple of
No worries.
years. I figured throw the guy a gumball, throw the guy a bone, and let him see what he can do. You know?
A
Give him
bunch
a
of
shot,
gumballs for
you know?
sure, 100%. Yeah, and you know what? It looks like people are resonating with this. I mean, Alicia Estrella, she says that Pip is my favorite. And we haven't even heard about Pip. You know what I mean? Like we've only heard
Is
about
the worm, right?
the first two
The
characters.
worm.
The worm. Yeah, that's the worm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when we were talking about it, everybody came in to help out. Everybody we have weekly meetings, and every week, you know, if I present something or Danny presents a new drawing, I present some writing, Vic presents the way he's perceiving the story to flow into an animatic. For anyone that doesn't know, animatics are what we do. And Vic, tell us how you took what we all were working on and how you're bringing it to life with us. And by the way, Vic is taking over. He's the director. I do what Vic says.
Me too. Me too.
well, I mean, basically, in taking what Danny's created and what Ian has crafted and expanded upon, and you know, making sure that we don't lose the flavor that we were looking for, that Danny was looking for, of the cartoons that we all used to love and watch, and you know, so I'm, you know, very cognizant of trying to capture the spirit of the shows that I worked on at the beginning of my career, and and imbue it into this project. So that's, I mean,
Right.
you know, so we're taking you know, we broke down the script, and I broke it down into sequences for a promotional animatic, and we've started working on that. And you know, in the next few weeks, we'll, you know, flesh it all out, and then you know, tighten it up and get it finished. So
Yeah.
that's where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
It amazes me that you guys are already at the level of you know, putting animatics together, and you know, the whole production pipeline is, it sounds like you guys are already starting a whole production pipeline on this, and it's just inspiring to learn more about this. You know, character turns, you know, color selections, just the whole 9 yards. It's so great to see all this, and I can truly see this. You know, as part, well, Cartoon Network isn't a thing anymore, but you know, like on Nickelodeon, right? You know, I could totally see this on as a Nick show. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Absolutely, right? But you know, it's just truly inspiring to see, you know, the love and attention and everything you guys have been putting into this, and I'm truly excited to find out more about this. You know, come MOTUniverse, and of course, you know, leading up to that, right? Whatever you know, little details arise, and you know, the obviously the intro video which you guys are going to make for the Kickstarter. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, is there anything you guys would like to, like, not that you haven't given us a lot, I mean, you've given us a whole lot of food for thought tonight, but is there any message that you want to give to people right now? I know Vic's talked about how, you know, it's a story about, you know, friendship and about growth and you know, about learning about oneself and things like that. But you know, are you making this for kids? Are you making for adults? Like, who is the audience on this? Like, let's just putting it into perspective here.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I've kind of gone back and forth. I'm like, oh, we should just go all kids, and then always there's this part of me that's like, wait, I want to kind of tell this part of me though, and I, you know, as I'm putting these personal projects together, I'm trying to, like, you're always trying to put as much of yourself into it as possible. And so I was just trying to, like, I was thinking, you know, well, when the reason I brought up the drinking thing earlier too is because, well, I was lost, right? So, you know, what if there's a moment in this story where this character is just lost, right? And so he needs to find his way out of this darkness, you know, and it could kind of be an analogy of what, you know, kind of going next to what I've been doing in my life, you know, healing and making things better and just being a better person moving forward, right?
So,
As a matter of fact, Danny, oh, go ahead, Esther.
And I was going to say, you know, at the end of every episode, like
the PSA message.
Yeah, the PSA messages. Like,
That we
Yes.
think that.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Think that.
Yes, yes.
Think that.
So go ahead, Vic.
We really resented doing those because there was so much
Government
angst
enforced.
because of Action for Children's Television, which was a group that was really censoring animation for Saturday morning, or, you know,
Do you guys know if they still do that?
and to appease them, they said, we'll do these PSAs at the end. And so in a way, we were kind of like, you know, begrudgingly doing them. But I gotta say, I've had so many more comments about how those affected the young kids that were watching, and how.
And we were just.
And it's like, well, you know, we were just stupid young guys who didn't know what we were doing.
So if I could say that, if you want to know what age group, I would say we've all seen Monsters Incorporated. We've seen many of these other kinds of stories. And we could say that while they appeal to young audiences, the context with which the stories and the characters experience one another is very mature. Mature in a sense that there's two ways to, you know, when I was in, before I went to graduate school and undergrad, I I took a course with a literature professor, American Lit, and he taught me something very important. He said, every well-written story can be understood on multiple levels. There's the general experience, and then the deeper experience, the content beyond the meaning beyond the content. And in this case, I wanted to include that for all viewers. So whether you're older or whether you're younger, just think of it as if you're watching the same experience you would expect from
Like a
Toy
Pixar
Story
film.
or Monsters Incorporated. You're going to get here, but you're going to get it with that magical, mystical, and transformative experience of He-Man. So if you can't visualize it, you don't have to think too hard about it. Just wait till our Kickstarter comes out, and we're going to give it to you. We'll give it to you. Nice. And we're going to show you what it is. And the reason why we can go there is because we're just like everybody else. We remember our past, and we dream about our futures, and we try to make our present as great as we can. And that is what is inspiring the way this story is being told.
It's awesome. Yeah.
Enough said.
Right. Well, I will say that I'm excited to see more. You know, I'm really glad, Danny, that you reached out to me and Jay and want to be a part of this. And I mean, like I said, when we saw those pictures that you showed, and you know, you just had a few back then, and it was like, okay, yeah, we got to do something here. We got to make this big. So I definitely want to make sure we're showcasing you guys at the con, and like Jay said, like anything we can do to help this Kickstarter. You know, I want to see you guys succeed, and I would love to see this turn into a show and everything that you're looking for.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Well, with Vic on board, we know for certain that you can't get more authentic.
It's very true.
It just can't happen. He's the guy. It was his life, and he's bringing it. He's bringing it. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for you guys having us here tonight. I'm grateful for Vic. I'm grateful for Esther and Danny and believing in me. And I'm grateful for being with everybody here, because I have to tell you, there's one of the best things we get to do is by living our lives committed to being creative people. What we get to do is not just share the things that we make, but also share the inspiration for other people to make their things. You know, when Danny came to this, Danny did this on his own accord, on his free time, on his efforts. And when he came to me and he brought it to me, I was excited to be working and doing something with Danny. And when I brought it to Vic, Vic was excited to do something with me. Vic has guided me through storyboards and animatics before. So we worked together. And I've known Vic for years, and I've known Danny for years, and Esther. And the benefit here is that we all got together to do this. We've been working on this week after week. We just jumped in. We didn't do it for any other reason than because we believe in it. And if anything, we're going to do a Kickstarter, because we want to keep making it. We want to make it bigger. We want to get those figurines out. And I got to tell you, I saw two of them, and they were awesome. They were, when you see the two figures, actual scale in color, it blows your mind. It's like an animation come to life. Nice. And the colors are so rich. I mean, Danny was very particular, and in a good way. It's the kind of quality that you should expect. And I have to tell you, with Vic on board and with us working on comic and storyboards, it's definitely ready to become something that I think adults and kids will really enjoy and honestly be able to share together. I think that's our biggest goal, is like, if you could hang out with your little self when you were 5 and 8 and 7.
Yeah.
That's kind of where we're coming from.
Nice.
You know, that aspect of ourselves that's still here. You know, there was a saying in a film, you're the same person at 80 as you are at 8. And I think we're coming from it with that perspective, that that entertaining, that belief in the future, that belief in ourselves, that some of us will remember buddies on a bicycles getting together or walking and going, just being together, and this belief in each other, this teamwork, and it's. I'm excited for it. I can't wait till you see more of what Danny's done. It is beautiful because I've seen it.
I can't wait to share it. Yeah.
Believe me, I know the feeling, because it's like with the con, like just to be able to announce you guys, I was like, oh my gosh, can we just announce them? Like, Jay, let's get this going. And it's like every time we have a new guest or a new panel lined up, I just want to tell the world, and it's like you have to bottle it up. It's so tough. I don't know what happened to Jay, by the way. We have an inside joke. I was gonna say, did Kenzo show up and you just?
Yeah, I saw Kenny. He just popped in for a second, so I had to leave.
Right.
No. I had, as always, technical difficulties. But yeah, this has been an incredible, just a peek behind the curtain. Guys, this is something which I think is a true dream team that's been assembled here. Danny, you and Esther have really brought together, people from all walks of life and many parts of the industry, who, like, from legends like Vic and Ian, and of course your good friend. You guys are all now working together to make something truly, truly special. Again, hopefully we'll be able to get Adrian on at some point, and we'll be able to talk a little bit more. But I'm pretty sure that we would love to have you on and multiple times to help push the awareness of this.
Yeah, we'd love to.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, when you guys have your
thank
Kickstarter kind of ready to go, obviously before the launch, but like the reminder and stuff, we can do another one for sure.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah.
That's so awesome, guys. Thank you so much.
And I know you probably have already thought about this, but plushies are like, this is a perfect.
Yeah. You feel me, Jay? I'm all over. I'm like, oh, I already see them.
I think I think you're right. You're smelling the right cooking.
Yeah.
One of the things I want to really play with too is, like, I was wondering, like, I know slime is not gum, but I want to just make slime, so maybe I can find a way to.
No matter what, as long as you're making action figures, slime is always in the eye. It's slime.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, like, there's gumballs and then there's slime. You're like, there's got to be
slime pit munchie.
Yeah.
So, I want to thank everyone for coming in tonight and really just giving us a wonderful look at the creative process and how this really comes together. I mean, from storyboards to animatics to character designs and of course story, right? I mean, like, you guys are really bringing something together that I don't think anyone's ready for, really. Honestly, I don't think anybody's really prepared for something like this. So, I look forward to the journey, and I look forward to seeing you guys succeed in this, because I think this one's a winner for sure. I mean, like, that's not just saying that. I think that this is definitely something that I think we need this right now. I think that's really, there's so much, not to overstep, but I think there's so much bad news in the world today. We need some good news right now. And we need something to bring us all together, not really to drive us apart anymore. What I mean? And I think that this is one of those things that can really bring a smile to people's faces, and I think that this is very necessary in today's world right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
I would agree.
Yeah. So we got a couple more comments. Sebastian Gomez, Danny and Esther are the real deal. I've only known them for a little bit, but I could tell they're going to take this line far, especially with the team they have around them. Absolutely.
Thank you, Sebastian.
Thank you, Sebastian.
100%. Exactly what we're all thinking. I think it's 100%. King Panther, what's going on, Noel? Mr. J, always helping the artists get recognition. You're awesome. Love and support from Chicago. Thank you so much, Noel. Really appreciate it. But you know what? No, they found us. Honestly, they won't need much more recognition. And this is a dream team right here for sure. Finn Jorgensen, MOTU will be awesome. Plus, there's an AMC across the road, and we're trying our best to figure out how to get a screening over there. But
we're in contact. Don't worry, guys.
We're working on. We're working.
Fingers
Nolan says hi to Clint, of course. Carlo Vasquez. It feels like all the best part of the 80s cartoons brought together in one new epic story. I think that that's definitely something truly special. She's back as the king of Mr. Friday Night. Okay, whatever. Calm down there. And of course, now look forward to the Kickstarter. Yes, of course, we will have
Thank you.
all the information up as soon as we can. Once we really want to help put this forward, Mike and I are going to do our best and grab as many toy tubers into this as possible because we really want people to learn more about this and have a lot of fun.
Thank you.
On that note,
Jay, you helped make this, right, Jay?
I might know what that is. Yeah, I might know a little bit about.
Speaking of successful Kickstarters,
Do you want to hear a? I guess I can embarrass Danny moment. And part of watching you guys, we ordered this, and he was like, "That, Esther, I can't open it." And I was like, "What do you mean?" He was like, I pray that I get the cat." And I'm like,
it was they only made like 30 of them, I think.
Yeah,
this most recent one. The Hatter did. I love that guy, by the way. I got one.
You got one! Oh my god!
I got one. I couldn't believe it. Dude, I started like crying. Dude. Like I was like legit like all these emotions came over me. I'm like, this is meant to be.
The spirit of Katja. You got the spirit of Katja. That is rare.
Right?
So he did. We got emotional together. We're like, it's a sign. It's a sign. And we're like, where's Ian? We're dialing Ian on the phone. Where's Ian?
You know when you like were you guys were at SDCC then? Were you at the panel? I don't know if you guys were at the panel.
I picked this up at online. I wasn't able to make it.
Oh yeah, it was Toy Stalker. Yeah, you got it from Toy Stalker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, we should obviously we're gonna see you at Multiverse, but you know what? Have you guys like do you guys know how to apply for a panel at SDCC? Because what you're doing is just incredible. Right.
Yeah,
if you don't know how to do that, I'll help you guys because you know what?
We really appreciate that.
Yeah. We'll put
that'll be amazing, Jay. Yeah, that'll be amazing.
So, any information. You know what? Mike and I consider ourselves part of the team already. We're in there already, right? So
I'll send you the swag.
marketing advisors, right?
That's right. Definitely. Well,
we only want 60%. I mean, seriously,
all right.
We want to help, and I would love to. I would love to get you guys and try to help you guys get a panel. It's not that difficult. We'll get it together for you guys because it'll be really great to see a panel at San Diego Comic-Con for this. I think
that would mean the world to us.
Yeah,
that would mean the world to us.
I think it's probably for it, right? So yeah, I think I'm very, very excited about this. So you know what? As we're winding down, Ian, how can people reach you? And other than this, what are you working on presently?
Okay, so I'm so first question is how can they reach me? They can find me on Instagram, mostly Instagram. I keep kind of a low profile. I'm a bit of a I hide a lot. But when I'm around people, they know they can't shut me up. But it's the people I'm around. But otherwise, they can find me on Instagram and. Projects I'm working on. There's two things. There's one project that's a live action project that I've been back and forth with. But you know these projects. It was based on an actor friend of mine who had asked me about developing something for a very actually it's a well-known actor, a well-known actress I should say. I've been working on that, but you know these projects, they come and they go. They're hard. It's hard to get people together and these things. But otherwise, I work in comic books, and I just completed 5 covers for a comic book that I can't talk about because it hasn't come out yet. And other than that, I work on this, and it's a passion project for Danny and Esther, and it's a passion project for me. Because I'm passionate about them and I'm passionate about this. So I put a lot of time into this. And so does everybody else here. And we do it because we believe in it.
Absolutely. And what is your Instagram if people want to follow you?
It's Ian Dorrian. It's just Ian Dorrian. They'll probably see things like if they're looking for, say, like, because I was a character designer on The Watchmen, Chapter 1 and 2 for Warner Brothers.
That's so great.
Yeah. I got to work on Night Owl. Which was a really enjoyable, but they'll see that and they'll see a lot of my comic book art. So they could just go Ian Dorrian. There's not many of me out there. I think there's 1 or 2 in the world, but I'll be the one that looks
like. You have one that looks the same though. You do have one that looks identical.
Don't confuse it with Guy Dorrian. It's the wrong account.
That's right. You guys know my brother, right?
Yeah, you should ask him one day. Ian. It's just as an inside joke. Ask him one day. It's like, did you know that Jay doesn't know about the Hallmark Channel? And see his reaction. He will lose it. He completely lost it when I told him, when he goes to me, you guys know the Hallmark Channel, right? And I was like, the hell's that? And
well,
he's
it's
like,
filmed in Canada, right?
that's the exact same reaction he gave me. I was like, what the hell are you and I literally said, what the hell are you talking about? And he lost it. Ian, he lost it. He literally lost it on me.
I only know that because of him.
That's what I mean. Like, that's what I'm trying to say.
I mean, no offense.
No
to
idea what the Hallmark Channel was.
Okay, you guys are great. But yeah. So I think Guy's a toy designer, and
yeah. Well, he's multifaceted. We know that. Yeah.
And he's my twin brother. For anybody that doesn't know, that's watching.
He's your twin.
If you Google Guy, you will basically see Ian. I mean, that's basically.
So, do you think we look alike? Like, hold on, let me do Guy. Hold on.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, so fun fact. Fun fact. When we first had our
scaring the kids.
When we first had our first meeting, I was about to say, "Hey, Guy," and then all of a sudden I read on the bottom it says Ian Dorrian. I'm like, what the? I literally was like, "What the f?" Right? And I had no idea. He never told me. He about. He told me he had a brother, but he never told me you guys were twins. So
yeah, I would say Guy's meat and potatoes, and I'm brie and crackers. Like if that helps,
I think you guys are both wonderful vintage, just like the rest of us. And you guys are doing something truly, truly special. Vic, what are you? Do you have social media? Are you?
Not really. No.
Well, what are you working on these days, other than? Well,
this? I'm working on this, of course, and I just finished a children's book, doing an illustrated children's book, and I also have a personal project that I work on in between, a movie project, So, there's that keeps me busy.
Nice.
Looking forward to it. Yeah, and let us know, since of course you don't have social media. We'll just catch up with what you guys are doing here.
Yeah.
So you can definitely catch all the work from everybody here on.
I don't know.
Vic especially, since he doesn't seem to have social media, but we'll keep you guys updated, obviously, through Gum It Up Makers, and of course Danny, Esther. I don't have to ask what you guys are working on, but how can people reach you?
You guys on an Apple?
Do you guys see this?
Apple device?
Yeah,
if you're on an Apple device and you do two thumbs up, it'll do like.
Oh, I must have did that.
Yeah.
Did we do it?
I don't know.
It's not like you're doing it.
Yeah, I saw
if you throw the peace sign, it'll do like balloons.
We're like, what is going on?
What's happening? My Instagram is RRR_YAGA, so Arriaga. That's how you can see more of my art and see more about me. And then we also have the Gum It Up Makers Instagram, which is gum_it_up_makers, right? Okay. Yep. And then yours,
but right now, if you do go to Danny's website, there is a tab to sign up for the newsletter to get more information. So if you guys are interested, definitely sign up, and we'll be posting.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Awesome. Very cool. Well, guys, thank you again for the wonderful chat this evening. I think that it really has been a lesson in just patience and following your dreams, and of course just being burnt out and just doing what you love, right? I mean, I think that's really what this has turned out to be. But it really also in a lot of ways it's also about friendship, camaraderie, and having people having your back. You know what I mean? So this is just it has been truly touching and of course getting to know you guys tonight, and we'll definitely learn more about you guys as the weeks and the months go on, because we will be pushing this to the nth degree, Mike. I think
Yeah.
all of our Coach Super friends are going to be
Thank you so much.
on the bit on this.
Yeah.
I'm excited, and once the word starts getting out, I think a lot more people. I know Hatter is going to be super excited once he hears that there are going to be Muppets running around all over. He's going to lose his mind. I think that a lot of people are going to be very, very excited.
I love him, and I haven't met him. He has well, Danny's my late sleeper, but 6 o'clock in the morning. I know all you guys' hours.
He streams at 6 a.m. with nostalgia. Yeah.
So on Fridays, Friday morning.
Yeah, I'm over here laughing at 6 a.m. She's like sleeping.
On my days off, it's not fun.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for watching, and of course, supporting the channels. We really do appreciate it. But guys, if you haven't already, please, as everyone here has mentioned, follow Gum It Up Makers on Instagram. This is going to become a very, very important channel, Instagram page very, very soon. Do you guys have a YouTube page soon, or like have you guys started thinking about that? Because obviously that media is going to be very important soon, right? So
yeah, we have it. We just haven't launched it yet.
Yeah, right.
We're working on it.
You can always count on us to help support that. We'd love to be part of that.
Thank you.
So,
It means the world to us. It really does.
Yes.
Yeah.
Vic doesn't have one, but please follow these guys. Ian, Dorrian, and of course Danny and Esther. Guys, follow all these guys on their social medias. Mike, what a day, man! It's been absolutely crazy hanging out with these wonderful people. And the hopes and dreams, man. Like this is absolutely crazy. Any closing thoughts, Mike, before we start logging off?
Well, first, thank you to all of you guys for coming on again, for reaching out, and it's weird how we're almost like in different paths all the way, but there's a very similar story where it was like I was really missing a Masters of the Universe convention, and I was down in the dumps, and I tried to make one on my own, and it failed, and here comes Jay, and he's like, "Hey, let's do this. Let's make this a reality." And and then to turn that into a Kickstarter and to raise over $20,000 just completely blew my mind. Awesome. I mean, I see you guys doing the similar, where you said you were kind of just feeling out of it, and then you come up with this own IP of yours and these characters. And then you built this team, and was like, where Jay and I built this team to build MOTUniverse. You're doing the same, and I'm just really excited to see where you take it. And like I said, Jay and I are here to help you guys all the way. We're very excited that you guys will be at the con, showcasing everything, and just thank you guys. Appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
So guys, as you've heard it here first. Why won't this thing do its thing? Come here. There it is. So yeah, guys, we are truly blessed and humbled to have be in here at the antithesis of this, the genesis of this, and we know that this is only going to go further as it grows and picks up steam. So best of luck to you guys, and of course we will be here every step of the way to help you guys, whatever you
Thank you. And thank you everybody who comes on to watch the podcast now and to watch it in the future. I'd like to thank them personally for taking the time to watch it. I mean, I love this podcast, and when my brother told me about it, I was really excited to watch a bunch of stuff. It was just fantastic, and you guys really know how to make it fun, and that means a lot to us, and thank you so much for following your dreams.
Yeah. Well, Ian, we're just gonna let you drive next time. You can just literally, just you're so entertaining. I think we could just leave you on autoplay, and we'll just go outside, do whatever we need to do.
That's why Danny asked me to write, so it would shut me up.
We'll go get a coffee, and Ian will just be going on and on. It's gonna be fun. But Vic, thank you so much for being here. We honestly, Vic, you are a legend in our circles here. So thank you so much for being
definitely.
Well, what can I say to that?
We love
Thanks.
you, Vic.
And of course, Esther, Danny, thank you again for everything you guys did, and we look forward to this journey. It's going to be free. It's going to be awesome. Guys, thank you so much for joining us this evening. It's always a pleasure hanging out with you. We hope you're all doing well, staying safe, and as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. Have a good weekend, everybody, and we hope to see you guys at MOTUniverse 2026, May 23rd and 24th at the Redondo Beach, California, at the Torrance Marriott. which is in Torrance. It's not in Redondo Beach. I don't know why that's a thing, but anyway, whatever. Don't get lost, okay? Because I know I'm gonna get lost. I'm relying on I'm relying on all these Californians to actually to show me where I'm going, because I'm in Canada. So we'll see how that works, right? Anyway, I'm just kidding, guys. So guys, have a good take care. Have a good weekend. We'll see you next time. Good journey, everybody, and geek proud. Take care.
And we're waving.